Hey guys, Kakord197 again, this time with a review of the 1/144th scale Heavyarms from the Gundam Wing series. So for colors you get the red for the shoulders here, the arms, the body, skirt armor, also the feet, and there's white, so part of the chest, the legs, upper arms here, then yellow, these parts here, the V-fin. And there's also a bit of orange here on the shoulders, part of the chest here, and also some black for the backpack and these shoulder missile launchers. So for stickers, you get, of course, the eyes and the traditional chin sticker. And also two orange ones here for part of the chest. That means you still got to paint the blue here, the gray inside here, and the gray inside the chest, and the white on the feet, which is actually considerably less when compared to the other Gundam Wing models. Now for articulation, the head goes bit up, bit down, will turn around all the way, just like that, and the arms will of course turn around all the way, go up like that to not quite 90 degrees. Then the elbow is just in one joint, but it gives about 90-degree bend and will also turn around above the elbow. Just like that. And then this knife here is also in a little joint and comes out just like that. And a little bit of extra movement here with these panels that open up. Yeah, I said panels that open. Come on, there we go. And talking about panels that open up, and there we go. Now, his waist rotates around a little bit like that, and kind of goes all the way when the side skirts are popped out. Pop them back in, and the legs go out that far, forwards quite nicely considering the time, like that, and then backwards until I hit the back skirt. Now the knees are double jointed, but the funny thing is, if you use the double joint, they bend about that far. Now if you only use the top joint, they bend that far. So it's literally useless to have a double joint because you can get more maneuverability out of the top joint alone. That's just great. Now the feet go out, go forwards that far, backwards that far, well, side to side like that, and also rotate a little bit. So overall articulation isn't all that bad considering the time period this guy was made in. Now onto accessories, and the Heavyarms of course only comes with one major accessory, which is his big ass Gatling gun. There's a hole here which allows you to store it on the back, which I guess is a nice feature, but why would you want to store pretty much his main weapon on his back? I mean, why would you want to do that, I wonder? Of course, if you buy this model, you're going to remove the hand and of course put it in like that. Now, one thing you might have noticed is this horrible white thing that's sticking out. And you're probably not going to remember that from the anime because I actually had to go back and watch an episode, and I had to watch really closely, and then I could barely make out like a small gray strip on his Gatling gun, which kind of looked like this. So yeah, and I don't think he ever used it. So what this is supposed to be is, there are like multiple pegs here, so you're supposed to peg it in. Let's see, kind of like this, peg it in like that, and then he's supposed to hold it with his other hand. Yeah. I don't see that working. It just doesn't look good. It looks just ridiculous. I mean, it even looks ridiculous when it's stored on the gun. Which is why I actually had to look half an hour to find this thing, because of course it's more of a nuisance than an asset. So there's only one way to deal with this. There we go. So that's pretty much all. So if you want to give him like the look he usually does when he's about to fire everything, well, tough luck. These like missiles don't open up. Which is a real bummer because you can't replicate things he does in the show. Now, as always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, it's only 500 yen, but overall I would say no. And the main problem is the proportions are pretty horrible. Especially the head is very bad in my opinion. The head is way too thin and way too long. It just doesn't represent the anime counterpart good enough. And that's a big turn off for me. The head really doesn't look all that great. So overall, I'd say no, because you can buy this, well, you can buy the Heavyarms as an MSIA kit, as an MSIA action figure, or an HCM Pro action figure, so it's not like this is the only possible way to get a Heavyarms. And if you don't mind the Heavyarms custom, you can just buy those kits, which are better than this. So let's bring in the HCM Pro, and as you can see, a lot better. It's smaller, but it does a lot more things. For once, these missile pods here don't open up, these do. So yeah, this is all painted up, this isn't. This has accurate proportions, this doesn't. So it's yeah, it's very unfortunate to say, but I really don't recommend this model. It's cheap, but the model itself is also literally cheap because it doesn't do a lot. So only if you like must have a 1/144 scale Heavyarms, the original one, for one reason or another, yeah, I really don't see why you would want to buy this. So for some size comparisons, here he is with his 1/200 scale counterpart, and here he is with the Spiegel mobile suit of a similar size. And just to show that he's actually a bit small, here he is with a standard sized Gym. As you can see, the gun and wing models are kinda small. But to make him feel a little bit bigger, here he is with the smaller, yet better gun S. So, that's all for this review, and see you at the next one.